Hey everybody, welcome back to the Armed Scotsman. Today on the table we have another LMT rifle. This is an LMT MARS-L 16-inch MLR rifle. Let's get this one going. All right, folks, I always get excited when I review an LMT rifle. They are one of my absolute favorite brands out there, or companies out there for making rifles, especially AR-15s. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. We're just going to jump in at the back here, and then we'll make our way forward. So obviously we have, this is a B5 system mod stock. It does have an LMT logo on the bottom, but obviously they've just branded for LMT. I'm not disappointed. Absolutely love these butt stocks. Favorite on the market. So honestly, if it didn't come with this, I probably would have bought one and put one on anyway. At the back here, it's got a nice rubber butt pad. This is the OG sling attachments right here, and you do have a QD sling mount on either side here also. Obviously, it is adjustable by pushing up on this lever here. So you can adjust it, locks in place. So moving down, you have these little tubes here. You would just take off your stock and you could turn these, pull them out, and there's tube. You can hold batteries and things like that in there. Maybe, I don't know, whatever you want to keep in there. I usually keep batteries in here. And then you put your the tube back in and close it and put it back on your stock. It's just convenient, you know, if I'm running, depending on what, like, so obviously my light up here runs two CR123 batteries, and you know, they only last an hour, hour and a half. So if for whatever reason my battery's dead, I can switch them out, or if I'm running an EOTech or whatever it may be. So for me, I find it convenient to hold batteries in there. Okay, so moving down, we'll obviously have a mil-spec buffer tube right here, and you'll notice it's not the kind of the normal black. It's got that kind of a grey look to it. It's a dry film lubricant. It's not the only company that uses it, but there's a couple other ones that do, but it's a nice touch. Moving down to the castle nut. The castle nut has been staked. Pretty good in one place. Little disappointed on the castle nut and the staking right here. I'll roll a close-up image of it, but it's really kind of ineffective. That's really disappointing. To see that, it should be staked a little better. But anyway, yeah, there we have that. You do have a QD sling attachment piece back here also. Moving along to the top here. Now, obviously, you know, obviously the Aimpoint T2 does not come with it, and I do have it on a ScalarWorks mount at the bottom here, because people are going to ask me. They're Magpul MBUS sights. They do not come with a gun either. So coming to the top here, you do have a 1913 pick rail all the way along here, and it does have the T markings also, which is very convenient. It's a completely forged piece. It's a monolithic upper, so it's all one piece. And so that makes these a little more expensive to make, but it's really nice that they're all one piece, because in a typical AR-15, you have the kind of the break, which would be around about here, where the handguard attaches to the upper receiver. Now with that, you've got to be careful if you're putting on a scope and things like that when you have the break, because you don't want to bridge that gap. You don't have that problem with these because it's all one piece, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. It's super convenient, and it's not, so also if you want to run something up the front here, like a D-ball or whatever, it's always, once you zero it, it's never going to lose the zero, because your handguard's never going to move, if that makes sense. So really, LMT is really known for their upper receivers, their monolithic upper receivers, because they're freaking awesome. But we'll go over that more in just a second. On the top here, you'll see we've got a little bit of branding, LMT Defense, brass deflector, obviously your dust cover. In my opinion, because we're moving down to the lower now, the lower again is all forged 77.5 T6 aluminum. In my opinion, LMT has the best lowers on the market currently. That's just my personal humble opinion, but they are excellent lowers. So moving down, so again, you have this is your bolt catch and release. Now, the really nice thing with these guns, now typically if you don't have this is a complete ambi, as I said. Now if you just have a standard AR-15, or a lot of AR-15s don't have this bolt catch and release on this side, typically to lock back, you're gonna have to switch hands, pull your charging handle back, push the paddle to lock, and then let it go, right? To hold your bolt open like so, and then you could obviously let it go there. Kind of inconvenient having this, you know, to kind of switch, pull this back and press that. The really, really cool thing with this is you can pull back in your charging handle, push down and lock it. It makes life so much easier. I wish every lower had that. Awesome, just awesome. All right, moving down, we have the mag release right here, and then you have an ambi safety, and you can see it's got a little bit of coloring right there, very positive safety. Moving down to the grip, it's an LMT grip. It's got a little storage compartment on the bottom. It's rubber over mold, it's got the finger grooves. I really like them. Now, one of my favorite grips on the market is the K2 Plus grips by Magpul, but with these LMT grips, I definitely feel no need to switch them out. I really do like these grips, and I will be keeping this on there. I will not be switching it out. All right, let's move down to the trigger and enhance trigger guard here. So this is obviously an LMT. You can see it's branded, and it has been, you know, enhanced. It's curved out like so. Gives you a little bit more room if you're wearing gloves or anything like that. I really prefer enhanced trigger guards, so it's very nice it does come with that. And then here you have a very nice two-stage trigger. Let's go over it right now. You've got, so it's two-stage with your first stage, and then you've got your brake. Very nice, clean, audible brake. And then you got the reset, a little bit of let out, positive and tactile. It's a nice trigger. It's not as nice as a Geisley like SSAE trigger, but it's nice enough that I wouldn't worry about changing it out. Obviously, if you want to, feel free, but it is a very nice two-stage trigger already in there. Now on this side, you have your ambi safety, as I already mentioned. On the other side, you have your regular bolt catch and release, but you also have an ambi mag release right here. So if you're a lefty, this gun is perfect because other than obviously the ejection out of the right, and obviously you'd prefer to eject out of the left, but the controls are completely ambi for right or left-handed shooters. So very, very nice indeed. So I did get a PMag with mine, Gen 3. And so PMags are awesome, they work fantastic. And then you have a flared out magwell right here to make it obviously easier to insert the magazine. So moving up, you have these two torque screws right here. This is for the quick barrel change system that the LMT's really perfected. So you take these two torque screws out, take your barrel out, it comes with your gas tube and things like that, and you can switch over the barrel if you need a barrel change or whatever. Really cool system. They've really got that down to a T. Another really great feature about this gun. Okay, so now moving up there, I mean, I've got some covers on here that did come with the rifle. I just put these on myself, but you do have MLOK slots at the kind of, you know, 1, 3, 5, 6, all the way around. Tons of MLOK space there to attach whatever accessories that you need. I have put on, this is a BCM hand stop, whatever it's called, CAC, something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, I really like these. I've been trying them out, and I'm running currently on all my AR-15s. So far so good. I definitely plan on keeping them. We do have a Surefire light up here with obviously a Surefire pad. So you'll know that I've reviewed other LMTs. I did the LMC, and this one's the MLR. So the MLC handguard actually goes to just before the gas block. So it comes down to about here. The handguard is here all the way back. And I absolutely love that rifle, but it definitely felt a little crammed when I was starting to put things up here that I needed. And so I decided to try out this MLR because it has an extra 4 inches of handguard compared to the MLC. Now, again, nothing wrong with the MLC. It's a fantastic rifle, but I'm not gonna lie, I really like that extra 4 inches up there. Really helped me out. It's more comfortable. It gave me more room up here. It just felt better over the MLC. So again, it's a personal preference. You might prefer the MLC, the shorter handguard, but I definitely like the extra 4 inches of room that this handguard gives me, so I'm a big fan. Underneath here, we have a 16.1 inch barrel. It is a 1-in-7 twist chambered in 5.56, so you can shoot 5.56 and 2.23 out your barrel. And they do a special treatment that I cannot remember the name of it now, but I'll roll it into the bottom. So it's not a cold hammer forged barrel, it's a proprietary thing that they do with their barrels. The barrels are great. I've had no problems with their barrels or anything like that. And then you have an A2 bird cage on the front right here. So overall, oh, let's do the wiggle test. I almost forgot. So It's going to see if there's any play between the upper and lower receiver. It doesn't affect the functionality of the gun in any kind of way, but it's just nice to see. All the previous LMTs that I've done have had zero wiggle, so let's check that out. If I can find somewhere to grab. Yeah, no play at all in there. So the fit and finish is exquisite. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Very, very good job. So, I mean, overall quality on the outside of this gun is absolutely fantastic. Other than that staking on that castle nut, which I'm kind of sad to see, it really should have been done better. Other than that, the overall fit and finish is absolutely fantastic. But let's go ahead and check the bolt carrier grip, because I'm a little nervous now with that staking on that castle nut. And you should really do this anytime that you get a rifle anyway. You should be expecting these parts. And I almost forgot to go over this. This is the LMT ambi charging handle. It does have some extended paddles on each side with some serration. So if your hands are slippy or wearing gloves, you should still be able to actuate that just fine. It does have some texturing on the back here again. So maybe I have my thumb on here. It's not going to slip off because it's got that kind of grippy texture, serrations there. So that is their ambi charging handle. Okay, bolt carrier grip. People have asked in the previous versions of like the MLC, does it come with an enhanced bolt carrier grip? It does not. So LMT, this is their standard bolt carrier grip, and they have an enhanced bolt carrier grip. These have worked excellent for me. I have no problems with them. Their enhanced bolt carrier grip is going to cost you about $400 or $500 extra if you want to buy one of them and put them in this gun. Is it worth it? It's completely up to you. Is it worth it for me? I don't know. They're cool, but maybe not for that price for me. Anyway, so bolt carrier grip, let's check out the staking. First of all, the gas key staking. Gas key staking looks great, which I am glad to see. It's kind of what I expected to see. And then you're just going to check for marks or anything like that. Everything looks good. Nothing looks weird. So happy days. All right, so we're back together. Let's go over shooting the gun. I am through I think just over 300 rounds on this one. It's kind of my initial blast through, see how we get on. No problems, obviously. Everything worked just fine. Accuracy is really is dang decent too. This is only at 50 yards. I was using 55 grain ammo, and I was using the EOTech 5X magnifier because my eyes as I get older are not the best. But you can see here, you know, the groupings are really close together, and it wasn't like taking a super long amount of time to do this, but you can see the groupings are not too shabby. So the accuracy I'm happy with. Again, I'm just using plinking ammo and just a magnifier, and I was just gonna get some rough accuracy for you guys to see what it looked like. But yeah, I'm happy with the accuracy. Overall, as I said at the beginning of this video, I absolutely love LMT rifles. They are extremely well made, battle proven. They are used all over the world. And I want another thing is their customer service has been fantastic. In the past, I did have a small issue with one of the 308s. I emailed them, and it was a bad extractor in the end, but they were very good, very helpful. And then they actually just reached out to me a couple of days ago, and I was just as I started to review this gun actually, and they reached out to me saying, hey, we love your videos. Please let us know if there's anything we can do for you or anything like that. I was like, that's pretty sweet. I mean, the sheer fact is that they're seeing my videos and they're reaching out to me saying, hey, if you need anything, you know, hit us up. We're happy to help and, you know, have great content. And I was like, oh, I thought that was really cool. They didn't have to do that. And I thought that was very nice of them. But previously when I contacted them, they had no idea who I was, and their customer service is legit. And I'm very happy to report back on that. Customer service is paramount in this industry. If you have great customer service, I'm going to point it out and I'm going to thank you for it. And so they did a really good job. So anyway, all right. Cost of these, they're not cheap. They're going to run you $2,300–2,400, something kind of around that price point. Are they worth it? In my personal opinion, 110%. So anyway, all right, folks, that is it from me. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask below. I'm always happy to help out wherever I can. And that's it. Until next time, I'll catch you later.